Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for Cancer. How are you guys, Cancer? Hope you're well. Thanks for dropping in. If you're looking for a single specific love reading, check out my playlist. I put them up every Monday. That doesn't mean there won't be that energy here. It all depends on the overall energy. So let's see what's happening, Cancer. What does Cancer need to know? Clear messages and guidance for Cancer. Clarity, please. For Cancer. This one wants to come out. Okay, so it's energy of manifesting, having all the tools, the information, everything that you need to manifest what it is that you want. So we have someone here who's very good at manifesting. This is a person here. They actually may have tools. I often see this as someone who's very hardworking, very creative, definitely very driven. This is someone who doesn't give up. So there's an energy of manifesting. Ooh, very nice energy. Somebody coming towards you possibly, yeah. So it's an energy of someone who's weighing the pros and the cons, okay? Someone could be procrastinating a little bit here, but it's about weighing the pros and the cons. It's about balance. So someone's kind of back and forth in their head about what it is they're manifesting. This is something a person wants. This person's definitely focused on this. I can see the energy. This is someone who does not give up, someone with a lot of pride. It's also an energy where, this is someone who sometimes can be a little loud, a little proud, possibly a little controlling. Okay, so it's a person who actually has the tools, the information. They already know everything they need to do. Okay, they need to make a decision. It's about calming down and making a decision. It has to do with the wand, this passionate new beginning, something really creative. Now, this could be a person you find really attractive or vice versa. Definitely there's that physical energy. This person could be quite physical. It could be somebody who's, like I say, lifting weights, manifesting, getting in shape. So there's something physical there as well. Wow. Cancer. What does Cancer need to know? Oops, there we go. Yeah, so there's someone who's a little indecisive, and it has to do with a person who's trying to manifest. Now, you could be manifesting this person, possibly. This is sometimes a person, like, I got to be honest, this is someone who's failing to see, okay, unable to make a decision. They're back and forth and back and forth. Now, could be yourself, not so sure, okay, weighing the pros and the cons of the situation, but it's time to make a decision. It's somebody who's unable to make a decision, but they're still trying to manifest. I do see, yeah, somebody here is definitely grounding themselves, looking at the details. This is could be a communication. Someone's failing to see the details of a situation. Okay, so make sure you do, if you are the one who's making a decision, because it's somebody who's failing to see something, something to do with this pentacle. It has to do with the decision, has to do with balance. Now, it's possible there's someone who's a little bit manipulative, kind of going back and forth, juggling, but it's also a person who is manifesting, somebody who could be juggling multiple jobs, okay? Trying to manifest this passionate new beginning. So I feel there's a need to make a decision. It's right in the heart of the reading. So that's what this reading is going to be about. Somebody making a decision by grounding themselves and looking at the details, looking at things carefully, taking your time. Now, if this is a person who you've had something kind of on and off with, you're starting to become indecisive, to take a look at the situation. All right, take a look at it very carefully. There's something in the details here, okay? Yeah. Someone's failing to see something here, but it could be just an energy of needing to make a decision, yeah. So there could be someone juggling, but I do see some positive news. I see it's an energy of, it could be someone who's got the rose-colored glasses on as well. Someone who needs to take off the rose-colored glasses and see a situation the way it is. It's a person who kind of looks at the bright side, the positive. Okay, so it could be someone, like I say, a decision between several people. There could be 3 people here. I'm not seeing a huge amount of energy with that yet, but there's definitely something here to do with a decision. Someone needs to take off the rose-colored glasses. Yeah, so it's a person, I feel. There's something to do with someone's possible physical appearance. It could be something to do with news, some sort of an event. Now, it could be somebody, a communication or an opportunity And there's a decision that needs to be made here. So I think you got a person who's kind of weighing the pros and the cons. Could be you, could be this person. You know who you are. Yeah, so I do see a little Aries energy. Doesn't have to be. Could also be Scorpio. I see Gemini as well. So yeah, there's that little bit of indecision here about what someone's manifesting or whether they're manipulating. So make sure you're sure, okay, of a situation. It has to do with some sort of invitation or some kind of event. It's about taking a risk. It's also an energy of leaving something behind, right? One last look over the shoulder. Someone failed to recognize, and it has to do with taking a risk. Yeah, we got a person who needs to take that leap of faith, but I feel what's happened is someone took a risk. I feel there's definitely a physical attraction. Okay, yeah, there's definitely something happening. I kind of what I feel it's telling me here. Yeah, so it's about maybe taking something to the next level. It's a situation of a crossroads. There's a choice. So it's taking a look at something. Now there could have been too many people involved. Someone may have failed to recognize, or there was somebody here who is trying to make a decision over an event. Or like I say, too many people involved. Someone took a leap of faith and went down that path. It's about something going to possibly the next level. Two people coming together. This is going to involve some kind of a risk. Yeah, so someone here is thinking of taking a risk, but they're weighing the pros and the cons. So I feel it's calculated. Like I say, it could be you or this person, but it has to do with a judgment. There's a decision about to be made about going for something, taking that leap of faith. It looks like an invitation. Some of you may have several. You may have a decision to make here. Okay, it could be taking a relationship, a job offer, an invitation, anything, whatever it is. It's about a path. It's choosing the path. This is about the one. This is sometimes two people coming together, making a decision together to take things to another level. This could be introducing to friends and family. Could be that simple, but I feel there's some kind of invitation or event. Tell me about this magician energy. Sometimes it's a person who manipulates a little because they're trying to control something. Could be because of pride. Yeah. Aries, Leo, Sag energy. Libra, Gemini, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Tell me about the magician. Yeah, so it's about that aha moment. So this is a person, win or lose. They want to have success. Now it's about the truth. Okay, someone's weighing the pros and the cons here. Now this is that little spark, that idea as well. Okay, but it has to do with manifesting success. This could be someone who's successful, but I would be a little cautious. I got to be honest. When I see that Two of Pentacles, it's back and forth, up and down, on and off, or juggling energy. It could be someone who's a little manipulative. So you might be seeing the truth, or you may not have failed to recognize the truth. You may have taken a risk with someone. Okay, but like I say, it could be this person. Yeah. So we have a little Taurus energy. So it's an energy of the way someone conducts themselves, the way they behave. It's looking at the truth, failing to recognize the truth, the way someone conducts themselves, their habits. Okay, this is definitely somebody I feel has got a fair bit of self-discipline, though, when it comes to creative pursuits, the things that they want. But this is how they conduct themselves. Okay, so a little Taurus energy. Tell me about it has to do with faith. Somebody may be unfaithful. Okay, there's something in a communication someone failed to see because they had the rose-colored glasses on. Why? Because somebody is very attractive, very charming. Okay. Yeah, tell me about the Two of Pentacles. Why is this here? Why is the Two of Pentacles here for Cancer? There we go, yeah. So it's an energy of someone who moves kind of slow. It's looking at how they conduct themselves. This is someone slow and steady wins the race. You see, this is somebody, I feel this person even could be a Taurus, or they have it in their chart, but they definitely have that pride. Okay, I actually feel this is somebody who does focus on success. They have their own way of conducting themselves. So I feel it's an energy of how someone's behaving, how they're conducting themselves. It has to do with faith. Are they faithful? Someone failed to recognize. And it's an energy of someone who moves very slow. Okay, there's nothing wrong with moving slow. It's a person who likes to take their time because they're a little apprehensive about what they're manifesting. Okay, but I feel like it has more to do with this Princess of Pentacles. So there's definitely a Taurus energy in this reading. So it's an energy of doing things by the book. Okay, it's the way someone conducts themselves, their habits, traditions, morals and values. So there we have, yeah. So it's possible you have someone who has other options they're juggling. So it's a person who needs to make a decision. It's a person who a lot of times procrastinates. They take their time. So like I say, it could even be yourself, kind of taking your time here, looking at the details. It could be a person who's juggling. Watch how they conduct themselves. Someone's failed to see, okay, and they took a risk. So yeah, Ace of Wands, yeah. So there's the energy. Someone failing to see, failing to recognize an opportunity. And I feel it has to do with someone's possible lack of faith. I can tell you, this could go in a couple of different directions. I definitely see the decision, the procrastination. Somebody needs to make a choice, but it's possible someone here is seeing the truth. Someone's not faithful. They're very slow moving. Okay, but it is an energy where it doesn't necessarily mean they're unfaithful, because someone here needs to make a decision. They're not seeing something, so they're unable to choose. Someone who's a little apprehensive. It could be a person who has other options. They may be, someone playing the field here. But definitely that King of Wands is someone very focused on the physical, okay? Definitely physically active, somebody who's definitely creative and very hardworking. This is someone who knows what they want, and they want to have success. They go for it. That's how they conduct themselves. But you see that energy of going slow, looking at the details, taking your time, okay? So someone's failing to recognize. It's very possible. Yeah, there's someone here who takes their time. They're not reciprocating, they're breadcrumbing. Now, it's also an energy of someone who, if you message this person, they take their time reciprocating. Could be yourself, not rushing to reciprocate to someone. Because I often see this as taking your time when someone communicates, not rushing to give in to this person or to reply to them, to look at things carefully, because there's some kind of decision that needs to be made. But I do see missing an opportunity. I also see an energy of someone who's trying to decide if they should take an opportunity or not, because there is this breadcrumbing, this slow. Okay, so I feel there's definitely a decision, a judgment that needs to be made. It has to do with releasing something, whatever this energy is. It has to do with the way someone conducts themselves, definitely. Morals, values. It's possible you have someone here who, likes to take their time before they make a commitment. This is how they conduct themselves. It's likely a person who could be kind of playing the field a little bit. They have other options. They may take a long time communicating. Okay, they may be reaching out to other people. Little manipulation. I would be cautious, yeah. So it has to do with building. Now, this could be something to do with work, a negotiation, a contract. You may be waiting patiently here for somebody to reply, okay? But don't miss the opportunity to look at this carefully, okay? Don't fail to see. Now, it has to do with somebody not putting in the work. Someone's not reciprocating, okay? They're not building. And it's a person who may have failed to recognize the way they were conducting themselves as well, okay? So make sure you look at that energy. It's an energy of somebody who possibly has other options, other possibilities. And I do think they're about to make a decision whether they should reciprocate or give, okay? Yeah. Like I say, I often see this energy. It's about being patient, looking at things, seeing things differently. So there may be something that feels off. See, failing to recognize something is off. It's somebody who's not putting in the work. It's like they want the other person to do the work. They want the other person to give. You see? Interesting energy. Yeah, there actually could be other people involved. There may have been talk or gossip, But I feel like this person, I do see a Sag energy. I see an Aries energy. Doesn't mean they are. It's how they're conducting themselves. So it has to do with faith. There's a lack of faith. Someone may not be faithful. You may have taken a risk with someone who actually wasn't faithful because you failed to see. Okay, so I do see the Temperance. It's a Sagittarius energy. It's about being patient. It's about pulling back and looking at things, seeing things differently. Now, this could be someone who's different than your usual type. They have a different way of going, doing things. But it's also an energy of looking at that energy. Are they actually just doing things differently? Or are you failing to recognize they actually don't want to put the work in? So somebody who definitely is a hard worker. I definitely see this person as a hard worker. It's how they conduct themselves. But it has to do with the faith. Now, it's possible this person's not faithful, but I do see the energy of someone can't make a decision. There's something that needs to be seen. It has to do with the work. It takes about the building. Okay. Yeah, someone may feel they missed an opportunity because of the way they conduct themselves, to be honest. And I do feel it's a person who's pulling back, seeing things differently, looking at something different. Could be someone who's just has a different temperament, a different way of conducting themselves, running their life. This is a person who doesn't always conform. They kind of have their own way of doing things. That's that Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady, looking at the details, planning for success. You got a person who's about to make a decision. Make sure you see. Take off the rose-colored glasses. Yeah, there we go. So I do feel there's somebody who maybe feels they missed an opportunity, maybe because they felt something was off, something wasn't right. But I'm going to tell you, there's definitely something to do with chemistry, If there is no, like I'm going to tell you, sometimes when you meet somebody and the chemistry feels a little off or something doesn't feel right, it's an energy of taking a risk when it doesn't. So it's always about knowing, okay, not taking a risk with someone if something feels off. And I feel somebody here did. And it has to do with justice. Now, it could be something to do with somebody not playing fair or somebody actually in a relationship. Somebody could actually be married here. There may be gossip or talk, but I also feel there's positive news, some kind of an event. Now, it has to do with playing fair, balance, and justice. Okay, so making sure everything is just right. There's that energy, making sure everything is just right. Okay, yeah, you may have had somebody tell you that somebody, and it's also about listening to yourself, trusting yourself. Okay, before you take a leap of faith with somebody or a situation here, making sure there's balance, making sure things are just right. Yeah, there's definitely chemistry, but chemistry, you got to remember, chemistry isn't everything, okay? And I there's something to do with that. I can't quite put my finger on it. It's either someone felt something was off and went for it anyway, and then failed to recognize, failed to pay attention to the signs the way they felt and took a risk anyway. But, there's some kind of positive news here. Why is justice here? I actually feel this is leaning towards the positive. So I feel like it's this person. There's something about this person, the breadcrumbing, the lack of reciprocity, making a choice and a decision whether they should reach out or not, whether somebody feels the same, if they'll reciprocate. So, yeah, someone feels a little unsure here about the situation. If it's an energy of feeling unsure or you're not sure and then you take a risk, see, there it is. There's that energy of courting and dating. Now, this is sometimes a person who is trying to do things just right. Okay, but like I say, it could be someone who's dating other people. So it could be also a person, there's something to do with marriage commitment, but I feel like it has to do with their behavior. How they're conducting themselves, looking at the signs, trusting whether something feels right, if you should go for it. I do see someone taking a risk, and I don't know if it's yourself. I do see Sag, Aries, Leo energy here. Typically, I feel more Aries energy and Sag. Some Libra energy too, very strong Libra. So it's about balance. It's about making a decision, whether someone's right for you or not, whether you should go for it. It also could be about taking something to the next level, the physical. There could be chemistry, but if you fail to recognize that something is off, like I say, it's telling you to look at this before you take a leap, okay? But someone here is definitely thinking of going down a new path, making a decision. Now, it could be to release somebody and let them go, but it has to do with a decision. Now, it could be a reconciliation with someone you haven't heard from for a while. They may be thinking of reaching out to you. Trust how you feel, okay? If something feels off, don't fail to recognize. Take off the rose-colored glasses. I feel this person's quite charming, quite attractive. You know, like I say, it's this person focused on the wand, this passionate new beginning, okay? It's also an energy where someone tempts somebody. They reach out and tempt them. You see, it's very tempting. Tell me about the Fool energy. Yeah, so see, it's about a decision to let go. Somebody's just going to go for it. So it's somebody making a decision to just go for it. It does look like a possible reconciliation. This could be something that was kind of on and off, but I feel like we have a person who's taken their time and procrastinating about reaching out. They're maybe not so sure, maybe a little worried about rejection because of the way they conducted themselves. So watch how they conduct themselves. Think about that first before you decide. Now, it could be them that's indecisive, okay? So it looks like you're possibly going to get some kind of communication. Now, this is about somebody doing something right, okay? Making something right and playing fair. Somebody with one foot in the door and out, but it's also an energy of someone who's exploring their feelings. Like, it's an energy of temperance, you know. Everyone's different, has a different temperament, has a different way of conducting themselves when it comes to relationships. It's a person who's exploring their feelings. It's dating, it's courting. Okay, so this could be about taking things to the next level, introducing to friends and family. This could be about commitment as well, right? Taking it to that level. The level will be different for everyone. So what is this Two of Wands? Yeah, so it's energy of taming the beast, finding the strength and the confidence here. So it's taming the beast within, about taking a risk. Okay, so somebody here is trying to find that strength and confidence. Now we have some Leo energy. To take a leap of faith, to take things to the next level. But it's saying to tame the beast, to take a look at this first. Take off the rose-colored glasses before you make a decision. Don't fail to see something, okay? Because I do see that manifestation. And sometimes with this energy, it's a possible manipulation. It's about seeing the truth. This is a person, win or lose. They're just going to come in, okay? And that's what I feel they're thinking. They're about to make a decision. Should I or shouldn't I? Will they reciprocate or will they reject me? We have Judgment. Yeah, so we have a person here who's single. This is someone who takes care of themselves, looks out for themselves. This could be somebody who's private. I definitely see Taurus energy, possible Virgo energy, but it's a single person, someone enjoying the fruits of their labors. I actually feel like we have a person here who really, the question, I feel like the question is, the truth is, it's about single. Is somebody single? Making a decision. Now, it could be someone trying to decide if they want to stay single or not, or if they want to reconcile, or if somebody is. Because of the way they conduct themselves. They're very slow moving. They may have other options. So I do feel there's a decision there. I'm going to, I got to tell you, there's no answer here. It's telling you to look at it. Are they putting in the effort? Anybody who wants to be with you puts in the effort. They reciprocate. They give. Okay, it's an energy of someone being generous with their time, their energy. It's how they conduct themselves. It's about, can you have faith in this person to build something? Do they actually want to build, or are they manipulating to get something they want? And that is that success, that physical. Yeah, it's about taking things to that next level. So I feel with the Taurus, it's about somebody conducting themselves in a traditional manner, going through the proper dating process, introducing to friends and family. If someone doesn't want to do these things and they don't want to put in that effort, you may have to make a decision to leave this person behind. Find the strength and confidence, okay, to look out for yourself, looking out for number one. This person could be looking out for themselves. They may just want to stay single, keep everything that they've worked for, everything they built to themselves. So there's definitely something to see here. It's a person who's enjoying the fruits of their labor, someone who takes care of themselves. Definitely there's an attraction. This is someone who dresses nice, they look nice, they go about everything just right. That's what you want. But it is okay. People do have different temperaments. So I feel this is going to be quite complicated for someone to make a decision. I feel like it's in both of you. Okay, it's an energy of failing to recognize that somebody isn't putting in the work. Okay, but it's also somebody failing to recognize somebody works a lot. Now, this is a person I feel who's quite disciplined. They definitely work hard. This is not a lazy person. Okay, this is somebody very strong, very confident. So Yeah, so I feel like you've got a decision to make here. But like I say, it could be this person. You may get this communication. It's telling you to just look at it carefully. Weigh the pros and the cons. Take a look at this. Does something feel off in this communication? Okay. Does it feel off or does it feel just right? Trusting it before you take a leap. I feel two people making a decision. So I feel there's going to be some kind of an agreement here. So yeah, there's some kind of an agreement here. I definitely feel there's chemistry, okay? But you have to remember, chemistry isn't everything. You can have great chemistry with someone and it can still, sometimes it doesn't last very long, okay? It burns out very quickly, but sometimes it's there and then it's just gone, okay? So always remember that. Chemistry isn't everything. Sometimes it takes time for it to build, for the chemistry to build, because every two people are different. So interesting reading, but look at this energy of transformation. This fell out. So this is about change and transformation. Okay. This is somebody coming in, doing something different, trying something different. Okay. So someone who's thinking of trying something different. Now you may be different than their usual type, or they may be different than your usual type, but it's about trying something different. It has to do with releasing something. Letting go and making a decision. Now it has to do with someone transforming, some kind of change. Okay, somebody here may be feeling more strong, more confident. But the thing is do you. It's about how you feel, looking out for number one. I feel like this person definitely looks out for themselves. I definitely see somebody who's very independent. This is definitely not a person who conforms. Okay, they kind of have their own way of doing things. They have their good points. There's absolutely no doubt. But it's about building, okay? Do they want to actually build something with you? There it is. There's that energy of building. So it's an energy of someone who may keep you stuck, may keep you single. They take their time coming in. They may actually be reaching out to other people. How are they actually conducting themselves? Okay, I really feel this is about taking off the rose-colored glasses before you make a decision. Don't fail to recognize those. This is the red flags, the little signs, the little signals where you take a risk with something. Possibly, the little signs were there where it was actually something off, but went for it. So it's saying to look at it. It's an energy of protecting yourself, okay, not giving in to somebody until you're ready as well. This could be somebody who works very hard. They want to keep everything to themselves. They want to stay single. Okay, so it's how they conduct themselves. That's what Spirit's telling you to look at. Yeah, it's possible this person's going to try something different. It's possible, okay? But it's telling you not to overlook those signs and signals. If it doesn't feel right, don't go for it, okay? Look out for yourself. See, there it is. Failing to recognize something is off, not seeing. See? But I also feel this person may have failed to recognize the way they were conducting themselves. I do feel they have their own way of doing things. They take their time. I do feel they work a lot. Okay. I definitely feel this is someone who's protecting everything they've built, everything they've worked for. But the thing is are they keeping you stuck because of their habits, the way they do things? It has to do with an agreement. Both people need to agree. Okay. It needs to be fair. So interesting energy, Cancer. Let's pull out some charms here. That's your message here. It's energy of taking care of yourself. It's also your own independence, making a decision. Some of you, I feel, you may be going through that energy where maybe you don't feel too confident. So it's about being strong and confident, taming the beast within yourself when it comes to taking risks. A little bit of Scorpio energy here. So I feel this is something that's going to happen possibly during Scorpio season. Seeing a lot of that. It just sort of pops out randomly. So let's see what this Hierophant energy is. This could be somebody who, is kind of stubborn, refuses to budge. They want you to reciprocate and give to them. But it's telling you not to give in, to kind of hold back. If this person wants you, make them put the work in. If they don't, then it's obvious that they don't have your best interest at heart. So there's the communication and there's the see. There's a little bit of fear of being hurt, fear of making the wrong decision. And now I don't know if it's this person here who, like I say, it's in the heart of the reading, this decision. They may have failed to recognize, that they weren't putting in the effort. Like I say, they work a lot. They definitely do. So it's about looking at that, making agreements, seeing the way they truly conduct themselves. Yeah, it's a little bit of heartache here. There's been a little bit of heartache, something to do with the communication. This person's a little afraid that you're not going to reciprocate if they reach out. You may reject them. Now, it's possible you've reached out to this person before and rejected you. You may be looking at that. So it's all about balance. This is somebody I feel who does work a lot. They lack balance in their life. They focus on one thing too much, and that very well could be the physical. Okay, so there's a lack of balance. So it could be the way they communicate. So what are they focused on? Is it balanced? Is the communication balanced? Are they playing fair? So we have the Six of Pentacles. So yeah, so it has to do with something that keeps happening, lack of reciprocity over and over. This is someone who takes their time. You know, you may not hear from them for a while, or communication's non-existence, and all of a sudden they come back around. This is someone who keeps doing the same thing over and over again, expecting the same results. So it's also telling you that too. So there is definitely, it's an energy of love. Okay, is this person actually looking for love, or is it lust? Okay, so it's looking at it. I think this person feels they missed an opportunity. Okay, it's possible, you know, there's something you didn't see, but, you know, I feel like you really need to take your time here. I feel like you need to protect yourself. I do feel like you need to kind of just hold back. If you have a person who's keeping you stuck and single, and it keeps happening like this, is it love or is it lust? Because I do see love here. You see, watch this person doesn't come in. You know, I don't see a lot of emotional energy. This is someone who is exploring their feelings. It's definitely a dating energy. But what is their intention is what I feel. That's that aha moment, the light bulb going off. Right? That's that red flag is what I feel is you're going to get here. But it could be this person too. Like I say, I feel there's both of you. There's indecision. Two people both failing to recognize that you're very different yet very the same. Okay? So you both have your own point of view. So it's like agreeing to disagree, but there does need to be an agreement. It needs to be fair. Tell me about this Ace of Swords. Yeah, so it's about seeing. So there it is. It's about seeing. There's the seashell. So it's about seeing the truth. Okay, how someone actually conducts themselves. It's about doing things by the book. This person definitely doesn't. And I do feel they're thinking about it. It's also, like I say, it's a person who has their own way of doing things. They may have failed to recognize, you know, that they don't do things by the book, or, you know, it's a sort of an energy like, do they have to? You know, that's where I feel. This is someone quite controlling, very determined. Quite interesting. Knight of Cups energy. So I see an S and an L. Tell me about this indecision with the Temperance. So tempering the passions, tempering the passion, the emotions, and making a decision. If something feels off, don't fail to recognize it. Don't ignore. Basically, do not ignore those red flags. Okay? Yeah. Why? So it's about asking why. So there's questions, I feel. You know, it's an energy of tempering your thoughts a little bit, calming down and making a decision. And we have M. And there's the key. So it's the key to the heart. So there's that little key there. The key is communication. The key is seeing and calming down. Okay? Yeah. I feel like it's an energy of someone who's kind of stubborn and stuck, set in their ways. I do feel they focus a lot on work. But I also feel it's a person who could very well keep you stuck in single mode too. Yeah, another why. So there's definitely questions and answers, okay? And it has to do with the truth, seeing the truth in a situation. I do see two lovebirds here. I do see two little lovebirds on a swing. But we also have to remember, you know, like I said, chemistry isn't everything. There may be some chemistry here, or maybe the chemistry is a little bit off, okay? Maybe it feels off and you went for it anyway. Maybe because this person is really attractive. I feel there is a physical attraction, okay? So there's two keys. So it's a key to the heart. Look, there's two little hearts, two little lovebirds sitting on a swing here. So, you know, it's about trying something different here. I actually feel this person is thinking of dating and courting in a traditional manner, doing things right. But I feel like it has to do with you. It's seeing the truth. Is this person actually right for you with all this? You know, is there actually change? If this person comes in, it's a reconciliation. Have they actually changed? Transformation. Stay strong and be brave. This is an energy of taming the beast. It's teaching someone how you want to be treated, I feel, overall, to do with the decision. Look out for yourself. I think this person, they're looking out for themselves. We have strength. But it's also seeing that both people have to look out for themselves too, okay? Yeah, you have a right to look out for yourself and your best interests. You do not have to conform to the way they want to do things either. It has to be an agreement between two. Two people need to agree. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. So I see an I and a C, so it's I see. Interesting. There's some kind of gift. Now we have this bow. So this bow is about a gift. It's also something formal. There's some kind of formalities. This person may actually invite you to something, some kind of an event, actually take you on a date. If you have someone here who has never, you've been seeing them, something's, they're not reciprocating, not sharing, not giving you the time, not communicating, telling you things that you need to know. They've never taken you out to introduce to friends and family. They may actually do this, okay? But really watch for this energy. These are the details of this situation, but it's something to do with a gift and a bow. I see a black tie, so there's some kind of an event. Okay, so I feel like we've got someone who failed to recognize the gift that they were given, this opportunity, okay? But I don't know if this person's, they are still a little wishy-washy. It's somebody who's fighting for balance. They're back and forth like this all the time, okay? It's a lovely energy. That's what Libra energy does. It fights for balance. This is somebody, when things get off balance, they try to balance it out. But I got a feeling we've got someone who's focusing on one thing too much. Work or the physical, or just those two things. There's something lacking in emotional energy here. A little bit wishy-washy, but yet, like I say, it's the calling card. It's the person who comes in and wants to date. They're, exploring their feelings and emotions. So you have to remember, everyone does things different. I know it's complicated and it is confusing, but that's exactly what's here, okay? The transformation, yeah. It has to do with the heart, okay? Emotion, it has to do with love and making a decision, okay? So it's a judgment. You're going to probably get a call and a communication, but has this person changed? Have they actually changed? Stay strong and be brave. Tame that beast within yourself with taking a risk with this person. Okay, there it is. There's the book. Do they do things by the book? Now, it's dating in a traditional manner. It's the way they conduct themselves. So watch how they conduct themselves when you're out in public, okay? You may have somebody here who's kind of checking you out in public as well, wondering if they should reach out. Now, there could be other options, okay? I can see that energy of options, possibilities. Yeah, some of you may, feel that you need to just stay single. Make a decision to just stay single. Maybe if you're going to date this person, meet them someplace publicly. See how they conduct themselves around their friends and family, the way their friends and family, the people around them, view them and communicate with them, right? Yeah, see, it's about doing things in a traditional manner. I feel like this is someone here who is thinking of trying this out here, but I feel for a lot of you, it's about you looking at that, whether they do or don't, okay? Now it depends, old school rules kind of energy. Not everybody conforms to society's rules in that way. I feel like this person's definitely like that. They have their own way of doing things. I do think they have that old school rules, like watch that energy. This is somebody who has a lot of pride, okay? Definitely pride in their work, the things they do, and their creativity. I feel like, this is somebody creative. They got some kind of creative energy, something to do with work. But I definitely feel this person could be someone as a possible public figure or well-known. They may have a lot of friends, or it's hard to say, but just watch that energy, okay? How they conduct themselves publicly. Do they do things right, behave right? If this is somebody who won't take you out in public, it's possible they're hiding something. They could actually be married for some of you, okay? Not all of you, definitely. So take care, Cancer. It looks like you have some kind of decision, okay? But it's nothing to panic over, definitely. I can see just calming down, making a decision. If something doesn't feel right, if it's back and forth and on and off, You reach out to them, they ignore you, and then they come towards you after a long period of time. Pay attention to the signs. Take care. Wish you the very best, and we'll see you soon.